Congressman Roger Marshall starting at 9 a.m. Following his remarks at 9:30, the Reno County legislators will begin their dialogue about topics of interest here in Kansas. Reno County legislators invited to participate are Senator Ed Berger and Representatives Joe Sywert, Paul Wagner, Jason Probst, and Jack Timish. Forum is sponsored by AT&T and organized by the Chamber of Commerce Public Policy Committee. There is no cost to attend the legislative forums. Members of the Chamber and the general public are encouraged to attend. And that's an update on the news. We'll head back out to the hill north of Great Bend for tonight's men's ball game between Barton Community College and your Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragons. Rusty Hiltz and Glenn Grunwald with the call. Enjoy the game.
It's time for Hutchinson Community College Sports. The Blue Dragons on Eagle Radio are brought to you in part by Rothy Family Flooring, Anchor In and Anchor Away, Erickson Custom Building, H&R Block, APAC Kansas, Shears Division, Prairie Star Health Center, First National Bank, The Medicine Shop, Reno County Area Transit, RCAT, Next Tech Wireless, Midwest Ford and Toyota, Salt City Pawn, Amelia Bedelia's, Brickhouse Boutique, Ashcraft Pharmacy, MV Sportscaster Club members, Lowen Corporation, Burning Chiropractic, Dr. Robert Ebb, Portfolio Recovery, Green Vision Group, Craig Barkley Plumbing, and Mega Manufacturing. All the exciting action of the Blue Dragons is on now. Let's go to the broadcast booth for the play-by-play with the Eagle Sports Crew on Eagle Radio.
Welcome back to the house on the hill. The Lady Blue Dragons taking care of business in the night's first game in a big way, 93-47. And now it is the turn of the Blue Dragon men to take center stage. Hutchinson's women, number 3 in the country, unbeaten in league play and on the season now at 22-0. This matchup coming up in just a few minutes. The Cougars of Barton, they're 16-4, 7-4 in the conference. And the Blue Dragons, 18-3, 9-3 in the conference. Both teams are chasing Seward. The Saints are in northwest Kansas, way out in Goodland against Northwest Kansas Tech. And that basketball game will be one in which Seward is favored. So these teams, in order to stay right on the heels of the Seward Saints, each need to get a win tonight. And, of course, that can't happen. Blue Dragon fans hoping it's the Blue Dragons that can stay right on the heels of Seward, because Seward comes to the sports arena on Saturday night. The Dragons are coming off perhaps their best league performance of the season, as they just put a pummeling on a very good Colby team, 95-76 in the sports arena on Saturday night. The Blue Dragons all of a sudden became one of the dominant three-pointing teams around. Made a ton of threes, 12 out of 18 on the basketball game, and beat a good Colby team by 19. All that, though, is water under the bridge, because tonight the Blue Dragons and the Cougars, in one of the great rivalries in our conference, will get together to see who stays right on the heels of the Saints. Of all the teams in the Western Division of the conference, Barton has a winning record against every single one of them over the years, but not against Hutchinson. It hasn't been close. Hutchinson has dominated this rivalry, including winning better than 2/3 of the game on this floor. But that will matter not at all tonight. The Dragons have to prove it once again.
In our cat vehicle is easier yet. General public transportation that travels throughout Hutchinson and South Hutchinson hourly on weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on
3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast,
without a plan, start at $30 per month, and you can get unlimited everything for as low as $35 per month. Activate a new advanced pay plan and receive a free Moto G4 Play. Or receive your first month free when you purchase a new phone or bring your own phone. 'Tis the season for savings. Visit Next Tech Wireless today. Certain restrictions apply.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Ford. And with the new year comes big savings on leftover models. How about a new 2018 Ford Edge for 25% off MSRP? That's $9,150 off. Or an all-new 2018 Expedition. That's new body style with a list of $57,488, sale price $46,980, and you get 0% for 60 months. Hurry out before they're gone at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the House on the Hill, as I like to call it. Glenn Grunwald along with Rusty Hilst. And, by the way, a little surprise, Rusty Hilst is going to be honored down on the court right before the starting lineups before the national anthem. So we will be going try to pick it up as best as we can, as he is in his 50th year of broadcasting. He's going to hang it up after this year, but he will be back with me for the national tournament this March, and he and I discussed that. We hope to have him back year in and year out. But after 50 years of broadcasting Hutch High and Hutchinson Community College sports for a couple different stations in Hutchinson, most recently, of course, Eagle Media for many, many years, as a longtime football broadcaster. Then in 95, or right around that time when Jerry Kershaw moved to Norman and retired, he took over the play-by-play duties. I joined him 4 years later in started the 1998 season. I took over the play-by job for the basketball, and he did football, and we've been partners ever since. They're going to honor him a bit. This is going to be a big game, a must-situational win somewhat for the Cougars, because they have got to stay in the mix. They have lost 2 of their last 3, while Hutchinson got back on track after a couple little setbacks by the Blue Dragons. When you look back, they lost to Garden City 70-69, a game that was very winnable. They lost right before the Christmas break to Cloud, and of course they lost to Coffeyville. That loss to Garden City, a very tough one. That was a really one that stung a lot. They were able to get the win out in Dodge 98-90 in overtime, and probably looked the best against Colby. And by the way, DJ Mitchell named Player of the Week because of his night that he had there against both Colby as well as against Dodge City. He was a KJCCC Player of the Week for this week. He averaged 18.5 points, hit 7 of 12 three-point baskets, 6 of 6 from the field, and 4 from 4 from the outside versus Colby. It was just absolutely outstanding. And this ball game right now, when you look at the standings, Barton is 7-4, right behind Hutchinson, and right behind Barton is Colby. But Colby has a win over Barton. Colby again versus Garden City tonight at Garden. That's an 8 o'clock start. So kind of a must-win by the Cougars if they're going to keep on track. And, of course, Hutchinson chasing Seward, and Seward will be the opponent coming up on Saturday night out the Sports Arena. Rusty talked about it in the girls' game. By the way, that final girls' game was 93-48. Hutchinson, a big-time winner over the Cougar ladies. That girls' game will start at 5:30, and it is Pink Out night this coming Saturday night. So come on out. Bring some money, suggest a donation for a shirt, or come on out and give to a great cause. It's going to be a great night, and wear some pink. That's going to be happening again coming up this coming Saturday night at the Sports Arena. And we want a big crowd to come out for that one and help support, again, the battle against cancer. Again, we're going to go courtside in just a second, as Rusty Hilst will be honored by Trevor Rolfe, the athletic director here at Barton. Trevor played when I was a broadcaster here. Then he went on to Bethel. It was Bethany or Bethel, not positive which, and then ended up being a head coach at Pratt. Took Pratt to the national tournament a few years ago, and came down here. He even coached the girls here for a few years, a couple years ago. Then the athletic director has done a great job as they're getting set for starting lineups coming your way in just a little bit. Then we'll work in our break after they honor Rusty down courtside. So this is about to happen here. I'm trying to decide if they're going to do it before the national anthem or after. I think they're going to do it right before the anthem start. And so let's see exactly what they're going to do here. You know, bear with me if you would, please, because Rusty's courtside, and they will be honoring him here in just a second. And they're going to do that, I believe, right now. And let's see if we can pick up the microphone that they have down on the court, as Rusty Hilst being honored for his 50th year of broadcasting, a feat that will never be repeated. Here we go.
very special presentation, if I can have your attention. The center court is Barton Athletic Director Trevor Ross. And beside him, some of you may know this guy. I know the Hutch fans do. And the Barton fans should, as he's been a staple in the Barton Gym at least once a year. What started out as a fill-in scorekeeper for a sick broadcaster turned into a 50-year long career for Blue Dragons legendary broadcaster and sports analyst Rusty Hills. How about a big hand for Rusty?
Rusty getting a nice round of applause and a standing ovation by everyone in attendance here this evening as he waves to the crowd. And
devoted most of his time to teaching. He's been a calculus teacher at Hutchinson High School for 53 years and has no intention of retiring anytime soon because that's what he loves most, is to teach. Not only did he teach at the high school, he was a golf coach for 30 years and worked for the Kansas Golf Association since 1976 and has been to tournaments all around the country. As a broadcaster, he has broadcasted 3 national championships and now shares broadcast time with former Barton voice of the Cougars, Glenn Grunwald. They can be located up in the press box in the northwest corner throughout the games. This is his last time in the Barton Gymnasium. He's known as a hot-shot golfer, and tonight, on behalf of all of us in Cougar Nation, we would like to say thank you and best wishes to you, Rusty. Trevor Ross presenting Rusty with a golfing gift.
I got a nice golfing gift. Like he needs that, huh? And Trevor with his hands on Rusty's shoulders and thanking him very much. Todd Moore, by the way, used to work at Hutchinson Community College, so we kind of got a nice little tie here. And, of course, I was a long-time broadcaster for Barton as well. So congratulations to Rusty Hills. And as he'll work his way back up here to the broadcast booth. And, again, a standing ovation for Rusty Hills. They're going to get started for starting lineups, and they're going to do the national anthem. We will take a timeout, come back and set your starters for you. It's Hutchinson versus Barton. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Kansas Barton Community.
Most of us dream of retiring and having financial security. Do you have a plan? This is Jay Pitzer with Strategic Financial Concept. Our mission is to help create and maintain wealth for our clients through effective risk and asset management. I'd love to sit down with you and show you how we can help you keep more of your hard-earned money over your lifetime. Call 960-0749 for a cup of coffee and for the best one-on-one conversation you've ever had with an advisor. Securities offered through the ON Equity Sales Company, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through ON Investment Management Company.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your life is busy. Are you ready to open an account, apply for a loan, check your balances, make a transfer, deposit a check, pay bills? With electronic banking from The First, you can now take care of all your many banking needs from the comfort of your home or office. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7. Visit fnbhutch.bank to get started. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, Wanting to build an addition or remodel your kitchen? Our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the House on the Hill. Congratulations to Rusty Hills. Rusty, nice little offering for you by the Barton crowd.
Yeah, it's very, very special, and it is very, very much appreciated. And I will say over the years that obviously we are all very, very proud of the Hutchinson fans, but the fans here,
they know class, and you showed it very much every time they was here, and it's a feat that will never be equaled again. Here with your starting lineups, here's Rusty Hills.
All right, looking at the Blue Dragon starters tonight, the big guy, Fred Othiambo, will get a start. Saquon Singleton also out there. Tyler Brown continuing to be in that starting lineup. And then it'll be Chris Giles, and I'm unsure about the fifth starter. Don't know what the status of Raekwon's shaken up ankle is, but
they have him on the board, so I think he's going to start.
All right, and then for the Cougars of Barton, the Cougars will go with Martin Vokes. He's a young man from St. George, Kansas, 6'2" freshman, averaging 9 points a game. And they will be Elijah Ford. He's from Newark, New Jersey. Ford averaging about 16 points a game. He's a 6'5" sophomore. Leandre Washington is from Englewood, New Jersey, averages 15. He is a 6-foot sophomore. And then the final two starters for Coach Fletchall are Anthony Atkinson Anakin. That's a handful. He's 6'4", the freshman, averaging just a couple of points a game. And then the final starter is Akeem White from Far Rockaway, New York, 6'6", a sophomore, averaging 14. The Cougars are 16-4, 7-4 in the league. The Blue Dragons are 18-3, ranked number 12 in the country, 9-3 in the conference. And the atmosphere in this place, which Glenn calls the House on the Hill, it is dynamic as these two teams get ready to do battle in a very meaningful game in the Jayhawk Conference.
Yes, it really will. Of course, coming off that big Blue Dragon girls win, 93-48. Let's see if the guys for Hutchinson can get a little momentum, so to speak, off of such a great start for the Lady Blue Dragons and get going. I'm looking at Atkinson Anakin. He's only started one other game, so Craig Fletchall mixing it up a little bit to some extent. And like Craig likes to do, he'll throw a little gimmick defense at you. He'll throw a little bit of everything at you. He always gets his teams ready. That's one thing that Coach Fletchall does.
The Barton Cougars are on a little bit of a cold streak. They've dropped 2 of their last 3, and I'm sure Coach Fletchall approaching this game as one that the Cougars almost have to stay a serious factor in the middle stages of the race in the West.
Again, Martin Votes over there trying to get the crowd into it. He doesn't have to work too hard. Student section, probably one of the best in community college basketball that we see throughout the Jayhawk Conference. Just outstanding.
We see lots of places where the crowds are pretty good, but the students are more involved here than anywhere I know of.
And I think possibly that has to do with the proximity of the college to the town, as they really turn out here and support their athletics.
They're kind of isolated out here a little bit, way north of Great Bend.
Okay, it's going to be Akeem White, and he will jump it up against Raekwon Taylor. Raekwon turned an ankle yesterday in practice, so we're going to see how he is going to be. He injured his ankle yesterday in practice, see if he's going to be 100% or not. And he looks a little gimpy as he's kind of walking around. See if Chris Giles can stay hot. He had a great game the other night against the Colby Trojans, as did all of the Blue Dragons. I felt like it was their best 35 minutes of basketball this year.
They're sweeping up all the newspapers that the student section put in front of their faces while the Dragons were announced. And there's a lot of trash over in that corner.
There's a lot of trash over in that garbage heap. Here we go. Jumping center will be White against Taylor. Tips controlled by the Cougars. They come up with the basketball. And Elijah Ford grabbed it, gives it off quickly, and they go left side now over to Ford. Ford again out of Newark, New Jersey. Spins in the lane, hands it off underneath. Basket up and missing. Raekwon Taylor off the missed shot put up by Atkinson Enneking. I'm just going to call him Enneking because it's easier to finish.
They got a great look.
Really did inside. Outside now, Tyler Brown, who had a great night the other night, knocked down 3 trays, 2 consecutive in that win over Colby. Ball on the outside, Giles. Saquon Singleton out top. They go again to Brown. Brown over to Giles. Giles will hold up out top. Score to shot clock. Got to go. Singleton will shoot the 3 from outside. Not there. And partially deflected. With the basketball, they're going to say a shot clock violation, so it was not partially deflected.
That was not a very good turnover, or not a very good possession for Hutchinson. And a great defensive stand by the Cougars.
Here comes Washington up the court for the Cougars. He'll angle across the top side. Finds an opening down the lane. Holds up. Back outside. Squares. They'll shoot it on its way. Rattle out on a missed shot put up by Akeem White. Loose basketball ran down by the Cougars. Votes has it. He'll shoot the 3. It's not there. Rebound. Enneking underneath. Shot up and no good. Rebound cleared away by Saquon Singleton.
Blue Dragons will have to rebound better than that.
Here comes Singleton. He'll knife in between 2 players. Lays it up and scores it. Hutchinson with the first points of the night. 2-0.
Saquon doing what Saquon does best. Drive it to the basket.
Slasher inside. Stolen by Othiambo. Big Fred comes up with the turnover, and Hutchinson will bring the basketball up. Here comes Giles. Hutchinson moved up to number 13 in the poll this week. Ball outside. Othiambo to Brown. Brown on the outer perimeter. Out of Derby, Kansas. We were in Derby last night. To drive inside. Giles. Head fakes. Travels.
Hutchinson with a couple of early turnovers.
It'll be Cougar basketball, trailing by 2. Early action, 18-17 to go in this first half of play. Lady Blue Dragons, 93-48, they won. Nice of Alan Clark to come over and pat you on the back after you're introduced to the fans
Alan
down here.
is a real gentleman.
Classy act. Ball on the outside. They'll pass it over to Enneking back on the outer perimeter. Votes touched it for a second. Now they'll give it off. Dribble penetration by Washington. Quick hands. He'll shoot and miss. Rebound cleared away by Saquon Singleton for the Blue Dragons. Hutchinson wants to run it quickly. Up the Othiambo. Othiambo turns, shoots. Big Fred scores. 4-0. Hutchinson with the lead. Boy, he didn't have far to toss it, did he?
No, he doesn't.
Just jumps up like a big old peach basket sitting up there and knocks it down. The world's the oyster for Fred Othiambo.
And there, though,
there's a reach-in foul call. Yeah.
Reached in instead of moving his feet, and as a result, picks up the first foul for the Dragons.
Craig Fletcher on his 14th year here. His assistant coach Brad Witherspoon in his 2nd.
Here's a little bit of trivia for you. Coach Fletcher, in his Jayhawk Conference coaching career at a couple of places, 418 wins. Steve Eck, 418 wins.
In the Jayhawk Conference, you betcha.
In the Jayhawk Conference.
Yeah.
Coach Eck in 3 different stops.
Ball comes out. Yeah, Butler, Cali, and Hutchinson. Of course, then the Redlands record does not count in the numbers that we're talking about. Other than that, he has 928 wins overall. The drive down low, that's counting high school, including junior high. A missed shot and a jump ball is going to be called. Rojas in there quickly. Possession arrow will be the Blue Dragons' way. James Rojas, who missed 5 games with the elbow shoulder slash injury, had a good game the other night with 16 points. He averages 17 a game. He's back in there. Ball on the outside. Brown. He'll gun it on the sway quickly. Not there. Put back by Saquon, or Raekwon doesn't go. Raekwon gets it back, puts it up and in. Taylor scoring. Hutchinson saved the possession when the ball popped out on Raekwon Taylor's shot. 6-0, Hutchinson early lead. Washington holds the high ball out high. He's out of Inglewood, New Jersey. Where's number 3 if you're watching on the stream? Gathers in the pass. Giles tight on him. Brings it on the dribble. Now back outside to White. White crosses inside. Nice spin move. Layup good. Cougars are finally on the board at the 16:41 mark of this first half to play, as they had missed several possessions down the court. Was able to convert on that one. 6-2 ball game. Hutchinson leads. Rojas. Dribble penetration. Bounces inside. And a foul's going to be charged. The whistle foul will go against the Cougars. White will pick up the personal. That'll be his first team foul against the Cougars. Inbounding will be the Blue Dragons. Caldwell checks in for the Cougars. Inside basket, good by Saquon Singleton. and count the basket. He's fouled as the foul's going to be charged against John Williams, who had just checked into the contest.
Singleton got right into the lane, just handled the inbounds pass, laid it in easily.
Saquon at the line. I think we've talked many times about how he struggles at the line, but he did hit 7 of 7 a few games ago. Free throws up and missing. He shoots 49%. And out with the basketball now come the Cougars. They're down by 6. 8-2, Hutchinson with the lead. Barton plays it out top. That's Elijah Ford. On the right side of Washington. Off the ball screen. Washington takes a left. Three-pointer on his way from Williams is good from the corner left. John Williams with the basket. And all of a sudden it's 8-5. Cougars coming back. Hutchinson will bring the basketball up. Giles walk dribbles it over to Brown. Tyler Brown out of Derby, Kansas. Pulls it back a little bit. Saquon Singleton at the point. Plays anywhere from the 1 through the 4 spot. And low to Taylor. Raekwon pulls that pivot foot down. Follow away jumper by Raekwon. Taylor is good.
So the men 4 of 6 in the early shooting.
10-5. Hutchinson leads it by 5. Washington on the outside. 15:32 to go in the first half of play. The drive inside by Ford. Misses a shot out of bounds. It goes. It'll go over to Hutchinson. Blue Dragons will have it.
Hutchinson 4 of 6. Just 2 of 9 for Barton.
Just a lot of easy shots inside. Here's Brown to Giles. Giles will walk, dribble it up. Up the court he'll come. He'll angle to the right side. Goes over to Rojas. Rojas out of Jamestown, New York. Rolls across the right side. Shoots in. Bounces away. No good. Missed it. Bounced a couple times on the rim. Up the court comes forward. They'll kick it right side. Actually, it was Caldwell. Three-pointer's good from outside. Knocking the three down from outside is John Williams. His second tray of the game.
He is just a 28% shooter from 3, but so far 2 of 2 in this one.
Foul away from the play takes place. This one's going to go against Raekwon Taylor. That'll be his first. Ball will go over to the Cougars. They're down by 2 to the Dragons, 10-8. Well, I tell you what, I was thinking when you're being introduced down there, how many tremendous basketball games you've seen in this facility alone against these two teams.
There have been a bunch of them. Hutchinson has won way more than its share of them, but rarely have the Dragons come in here and gotten an easy win.
We're talking some really good basketball. The feed down low, basket good. We're tied up. Hakeem White with the basket inside. Nice entry pass in. We're tied at 10 apiece.
You simply can't let him get posted up that deep.
Ball on the outside. Goes right wing. Over to the Blue Dragons. Josh Perkins in there now for the Hutch Blue Dragons. Here's Rojas. He'll drive in. Kicks it on the outside. Giles. White trying to get it into Perkins. Knocked away. Here comes Barton with it. Run out. Layup good. Washington with the basket. And a timeout's taken in the lead for the Cougars at 12-10. 14-18 to go in this first half of play. A 30-second timeout. We'll be back with Great Bend right after this 30-second break.
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bauman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
Well, the Blue Dragons on several occasions Saturday night had trouble getting back quickly enough on defense against the quickness of Colby, even though Hutchinson won that game quite handily. That time they were just beaten back down the floor by Leandre Washington for the basket that gives the Cougars a lead.
And Boubacar Kamasoko into the lineup now. And the ball's thrown away. Hutchinson turns it over. A bad pass by Perkins. And quickly coming back in will be the Blue Dragons, Fred Othiambo.
Blue Dragons 5 turnovers in the game's first 6 minutes.
12-10, Cougars with the lead. They'll bring the basketball up. It's Washington with the basketball on the outside. Long alley-oop underneath, basket good to Ford. Elijah Ford with the basket. Well, you knew it was a pass by the trajectory of the the ball, and 14-10 now, the lead for the Cougars. Nice little run by Barton right now.
Yeah, Dragons had a 6-point lead, now trailed by 4.
Rojas holds up, drops it inside, foul called, and Fred Othiambo, along with one of the Cougars down on the floor, kind of mixing it up a little bit.
Foul called on the Cougars.
It's going to go against Boats. Check that. It's going to go on Elijah Ford. He'll pick up the personal. That'll be his first.
Won't be any free throws. Dragons will inbound, baseline right.
Rojas to inbounds. Hutchinson trails it by 4. Feed down low to Rojas. Picks it up after he mishandled it. Basket up and good by Rojas, so he gets his first basket. Signed with Buffalo University early. University of Buffalo about 90 miles from Jamestown, New York. I mean, it's pretty cold this week in Jamestown, New York. Ball on the outside. Caldwell had it for a second. Gives it up now left side to Washington. He'll dribble drive and a foul called.
Boy, he is quick.
Yep, he is.
Second game in a row where we've seen number 3 being really quick.
Was you're referring to the Colby player that had the...
Yeah, and I'm going to look up.
He had the hairdo kind of like Mitchell and like this young man, Washington.
Martin Lakovic.
Yep. Inbounding will be the Cougars. 20 on the shot clock. They'll lob it in out high, and Washington comes back and gets it again. Outside, bounce inside by White. Layup, doesn't go. Gets his own rebound, though. Put back is good. Really active on the board is Akeem White from Far Rockaway, New York.
Right now, the Blue Dragons are getting hammered on the glass.
Ball on the outside underneath. Rojas, wraparound, won't go. Bodies all over the place. Now comes the Cougars with it. Down by 4 is Hutchinson. 16-12 is your score. Dribble penetration. Cougars with the lead. Shot up, missing. Rebound is going to be cleared off the miss by Ford. Hutchinson basketball. Into the ball game for the first time is Malik Jacobs for Hutchinson. He'll drive it in, and scoring it is Rojas. So James Rojas able to make it. We go the other way. The Cougars score it. Scoring it for the Cougars is White. Akeem White with the basket. He has 8 points. And 18-14 now. Barton's lead over the Blue Dragons of Hutchinson with 12:09 to go in this first half. Here's Rojas. He'll isolate down low underneath. Blocking foul is going to be called. It's going to go against the Cougars. Hutchinson got the pass down low.
And now Elijah Ford has a couple of fouls.
Ford picks up 2. That's kind of big. He averages 14.8 points a game and handles 3.3 rebounds a game.
He'll be replaced by Terrell Andrews.
And Andrews doesn't play a whole lot. Averages about 13 minutes a game, Rusty. He averages 2.7 points a game. Feed inside, Saquon Singleton scoring.
Second time the Dragons have scored off that same inbounds play. Saquon just sneaks right down the lane, handles the inbounds pass, and converts.
Yeah, 6 points on the evening. 11:51 to go in this first half of play. Hutch trails by 2, 18-16. Ball on the outside is spin away, stolen away by the Blue Dragons as Malik Jacobs got a hand on it. Kamisoko takes it in and scores it. First basket by Boubacar Kamisoko out of the Bronx, New York. And we're tied at 18 with 11:34 to go in this first half of play. Hutch jumped out to a quick lead. The Cougars got on a little run, took a lead of 12-10. Led as much as by 4. Washington hands it off. Jumper rejected by Mitchell, who's in there. DJ Mitchell out of Washington, D.C., player of the week. Here's Boubacar, wraparound, good. Kamisoko with the basket, 20-18 now. Hutchinson with the lead by 2. Washington will bring the basketball up. Looks to the left side, bounces over, pulls it back a little bit. Ball just about knocked away by Malik Jacobs. Matter of fact, it was, but Washington ran it down. They give it off on the right wing. That's Williams with the basketball. Kicks it back outside. The three-pointer by Caldwell. Off its mark, no good. Battle for the board, knocked away. Last touch off of Rojas as he was battling wide underneath for the rebound. So it'll be Barton basketball. Inland down right side. Washington will do the honors. DJ Mitchell with an outstanding game against Colby specifically. Here comes the inbound. Ball comes in deep right side. Dribble penetration. Rojas cuts off the driver. Here, ball on the outside of Caldwell. Caldwell drives in, loops it up. Offensive foul called on Caldwell.
Terrific job defensively by Saquon Singleton. Got his position, waited for the contact.
Devontae Caldwell, he stands 6 foot 160 out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, with the charge. Hutchinson basketball, leading it by 4. Saquon Singleton crossover, takes it in, kicks the corner right. 3-pointer by DJ Mitchell. Good from outside. DJ rings the bell from the outer perimeter. Well, that is 5 straight threes dating back to the Colby game.
Again, Singleton drives, dishes it to the corner.
Ball on the outer perimeter, jumper up and on his way. Way off, no good. Rebound cleared by Jacobs. Jacobs for Hutchinson will bring it up. Hutchinson lead is at 5. Malik Jacobs pulls up from the free throw line, scores it! His first basket, 25-18. Hutchinson leading by 7.
Nice run by the Dragons. They've scored 11 straight.
Yeah, after the Cougars got a little run, look like they're going to control momentum. Switched back now to the Hutchinson side. 25-18. The lead is 7. Ball on the outside, Andrews. Tyrell Andrews out of Wichita, Kansas. Hands the ball away. They'll give it off to Votes. Inside again to Washington. He throws up a shot, draws the foul on Singleton. And on Saquon, it'll be his first. Wait a minute, let's check it. It might be on Rojas. It will be on Rojas. Rojas will pick up the personal. And that's the media timeout. 25-18, Hutchinson with the lead, but Barton shooting free throws when we return right after this 1-minute timeout.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Tax reform impacts virtually every tax return this year. That means yours, too. If you're wondering what that means for you and your refund, but don't want to spend hours reading the tax code, head over to H&R Block. No one knows tax reform better than Block. Their tax pros will help you find every credit and deduction available, so you get every dollar you deserve. Because wouldn't you rather spend more time thinking about what to do with your maximum refund and less time figuring out what a TCJA qualifying eligible dependent is? Hint, it's your kid. In person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Sizzling shooting by the Blue Dragons, and as a result, a 7-point lead with 9.5 to play in the first half. Hutchinson 12 out of 17, 70.6%. Barton 8 of 20, that's 40%. But the Cougars down 7 on the line with a couple of free throws.
Yeah, shooting free throws will be Washington. Again, he's a good free throw shooter, as well as he has 60.6%, is 90 out of 113. Free throw tosses up and good. He has 3 points on the evening. Makes it 25-19. Hutchinson lead is cut a little bit. See if he can make it a 5-point ball game, and he does. 25-20. Hutchinson lead cut down just a little bit.
Little pressure in the backcourt.
Ball on the outer perimeter. With the basketball to drive by, and Malik Jacobs is good. Jacobs scoring. Hutchinson lead back at 27-20. And now do we have a foul or
we have a technical foul?
We sure do.
Called on the Barton bench. Perhaps on Coach.
Yeah, it's called on the Barton bench.
Might be on
Jacobs. Jacobs picks up the personal. It's going to be on Malik Jacobs.
Oh, I'm sorry. What in the world was he complaining about? He just made a basket.
Evidently he must have said something, or free throw toss is off its mark by Washington.
Probably taunting. Although we're guessing, we're a long ways away.
But a nice location, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Giles will come in. I think the best broadcast position in the Jayhawk
And I agree with that. I've always thought that even when I was the broadcaster here. But free throws up and good by Washington. So he converts on one of the 2 free throws. Now Barton will have the basketball down by 6 to Hutchinson, 27-21.
And my apologies to Coach Fletchall, who obviously was a perfect gentleman.
Yes,
he didn't get the tea that I tried to give him.
There's a good chance he'll still get one, though. You know that? Ball on the outside. Hutchinson playing good defense. Saquon Singleton locks it up. Ball on the outside, a three-pointer way off its mark on a missed shot put up by White, and a foul call. Well, ball knocked away. It'll be Cougar basketball and into the fresh 30 with 9:04 to go in this first half of play. Game started off really intensive as these two teams go at it.
Dragons have given up quite a few offensive rebounds. That one hasn't cost them yet.
Here comes the inbound. Dribble penetration, no angle inside. Shot not there, ball knocked away, ran down by Giles. Here comes Hutchinson Singleton with the basketball. 8:57 to go in this first half. As Singleton drives in, puts it up, not there. Loose basketball, kind of blocked, and out comes the Cougars with it. Up the court, they'll bring it quickly up and into the hands of Ford. He'll score it. 27-23. The lead is cut into, and that was a quick turnaround. Looked like Saquon was going to score and got blocked up against the board. 27-23, the three-pointer by DJ Mitchell from the corner. His second of the game.
Head and shoulder fake. Nobody bit.
He's on a little run right
Just
now.
Backed up and drilled it.
Three-pointer the other way is good from outside by White. You can do that. Watch me do it, huh?
White already with 11.
8:11 remaining to go in this first half of play. 30-25. Blue Dragons with the lead by 5. Jumper by Raekwon Taylor's good. Left side from the corner. Not a 3, though, just a 2. Has 6. The drive the other way, not there. Rebound off the missed shot by Washington. Stolen away by the Cougars on the outlet. As Votes comes up with it, they'll drive inside. Offensive foul to be called. Nice job by Singleton as he was right outside the protected area and just took the charge.
Second time this game that Saquon has prevented a basket by taking a charge in that position.
His heels had to be on the line right there. Just took the hit back. 32-25. The lead for the Blue Dragons and the basketball with 7 points. 7:47 to go in this half. If you just tuned in, Lady Dragons with a superb basketball game, 93-48 winners tonight. John Hodges' team continues just to cook along, huh? There's a foul called that worked against the Cougars. John's team now 22-0 on the season, 13-0 on the west side of the conference. Foul's going to be charged against
Atkinson Enneking.
Out of Clay Center, Kansas. Raekwon Taylor for the Blue Dragons out of Jamaica, New York. Our Savior Lutheran High School.
1-1.
Free throw toss is up and good. Raekwon told me his graduating class, Rusty, I said this before, 4,000 students.
Wow. I hope they didn't all have to go across the state.
I think they did.
That would take half a day.
I think he said there's just different numbers of high schools, but they're all under one district, Jamaica, New York. Free throw toss up and good.
Even for my boss, Ron Ream, who is as organized as you can be, it takes a long time for 4,000 people.
Raekwon makes their second free throw. It's 34-25. Hutchinson to drive inside. Shot up, missing by Ford. Loose basketball picked up by Saquon Singleton. Outlet comes to DJ Mitchell. He'll drive down. Euro step. Basket good. Nice job by Singleton. Who kind of went off the wrong foot on that right side. He has 8. This time a conventional basket. He's knocked down a couple trays. Ball on the outside. The Cougars work at right wing. Well, they had a lot of success on this floor, but they also have lost 2 of their last 3. Colby came in here and got a win. The drive to the basket, up and good by Akeem White.
Akeem White, the only thing keeping Barton in the game. He has 13 in the first half.
36-27. Hutchinson lead is cut a bit. Ball goes over to Taylor, corner left. Squares up, shoots it on his way. Raekwon Taylor's shot doesn't go. Ball knocked away out of bounds. It'll be retained by Hutchinson, though. It was knocked out of bounds by a Cougar with 6:38 to go in the first half.
Dragons still shooting 64% from the floor, 16 of 25.
Ball comes in. DJ puts it off the back of the player, and a foul's called in the end one. Got a little sneaky right there. Player had his back to him. He put it off of him, basically passing to himself. Put it up and in, and now he'll go to the line to shoot the free throws.
That's at least 3 times the Dragons have scored on inbound plays.
And
the
Caldwell.
First 2 to Singleton.
Caldwell might have picked up the personal. Mitchell will inbound.
That was Atkinson and
Thank you. Free throw toss up and good by DJ Mitchell. Mitchell now with 11 points. He's had a week, hasn't he?
He has had quite a stretch. Hope it continues for about 2 months.
He averaged 18.5 points in the last 2 ball games. The drive inside, travel call, works against Elijah Ford. Ford had been injured earlier in the season. Washington checks back in for Barton. Blue Dragons, Saquon Singleton set to bring the ball up. Washington will come up and put a little pressure on him in the backcourt. 6:20 to go in his first half. Hutchinson has built a 12-point lead kind of quietly. Here's Washington. Check that, a three by Mitchell's good. My gosh.
He's 6 feet behind the arc.
He hit it on the whisker of the Cougar at midcourt. It's a full timeout taken by Barton. As Coach Benshaw wants to say, hey, somebody's got to guard him. 42-27, Hutchinson with the big lead. We'll take a full 1 minute break. We'll be back right after this.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family.
Care for you and your family.
P.S. We want to be your medical home.
Welcome to Prairie Star Health Center and Walk-In Clinic, whether you have insurance or not. 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
DJ Mitchell with a bomb from about 28 feet. Nobody out there covering him. He's wide open. Why would you guard anybody
I
out
guess
there?
not. 6:03 to go. You better guard DJ, though. He's red hot. He's feeling it tonight. 14 points for him. Jumper the other way. Does not go. Rebound cleared away by the Blue Dragons. And they're going to say a foul is going to be called on Rojas, I believe. Or is it? No, it's going to be on Bryson, who had just checked into the contest. Dallas Bryson out of Peoria, Illinois, with the push. And we'll come down, and Rojas will shoot free throws as James will go to the line. James Rojas. Again, he is a 77% free throw shooter. He'll step to the line. 5:56 to go in the first half of play.
1-1.
42-27. Hutchinson with a big lead. Free throw toss is up and good by Rojas. James with a good attitude coming off that injury. We complimented him the other night. Sometimes he can kind of get a little sassy and knock that one down right there. 44-27. Hutchinson with 5:55 to go.
Dragons trailed 18-14. Since then, 30-8.
Ball in the
30-9.
Yeah, ball in the outer perimeter. Cougars have it. Caldwell drives and hands the ball off. They'll give it to White. Akeem White on the top. He'll work on Singleton. Jumper up and good. Three-pointer by White. Says something, some pleasantries into Saquon's ear after he hit that one.
He's having a half.
He really is. 15 points. Alley-oop and a miss by Rojas. Doesn't quite get to him. Saquon tried to fire one up, and we go the other way. Layup good. One assist from Washington. Goes to White, and White puts it up and in. It's 44-32. All of a sudden, 5-0 run by the Cougars. 5:06 to go.
Somebody could stand to guard Akeem White.
Giles will gun it on his way. Rims off, no good. Washington flashes in and gets the rebound. Here come the Cougars. They got a little roll going. The three-pointer from outside, up and missing. Missed by Bryson. Out of bounds it goes. Hutchinson will have the basketball. Bryson out of Peoria, Illinois.
Dragons don't need to settle for threes. They've been making a batch of them.
Well, they thought they had the alley-oop a little while ago to answer the three by White the other direction. Here's Giles on the outside to Taylor. Taylor gives it back to Giles. Work your offense. Ball on the outside. Rojas isolates. Takes Bryson inside, and a foul called. Judge Rojas will go to the line and shoot free throws. Simple as that. Just catch the basketball, work it on the outside, and dribble penetrate. The foul's going to be charged
to Bryson.
Yeah, to Bryson. That'll be 2 on him. Doesn't play a whole lot. Averages 9 point. I checked the averages right at 11 minutes a game. Free throw by Rojas is good.
7 for James.
45-32, Hutchinson, 4:27 to go before intermission. Free throws up and good by Rojas. Here comes Washington with the basketball for the Cougars. 8 points now for James Rojas. Wide open, left side Bryson. He'll pull it back. They'll rekey it into the hands of Williams. Washington. Top side right, spins away, back outside. Stepping in a little closer, they'll kick it to the right side. Caldwell had it for a second. Washington three's good in the corner right. 46-35, that'll cut into a big lead. 11-point lead now for Hutchinson. It's cut a little bit. A drive by Saquon Singleton, offensive foul on Saquon. He scored it, but they won't count it. As he got inside that, what do you call it, neutral zone down there? Contact was made, the charge against Saquon. He picks up the personal foul. So the Cougars trying to get a little run here to close out this half. 3:51 to go. We're in the first half of play.
It's going to be a high-scoring game, pretty obviously, and no lead is big enough.
Cougars lost to Colby 75-70 here, and there's a foul called underneath. This one will work against Hutchinson. Saquon Singleton, the last one to get up off the floor, and see if the foul's going to go against him or not. It will be.
And now Saquon has a couple, and if he has to go to the bench, that hurts the Hutchinson cause.
Barton with 4 losses. Seward got him at Seward, 87-70. They lost to Colby here, 75-70. They also lost to Independence here at the home court, 86-78. They lost to Coffeyville, 90-57. Free throw toss is up and good. Makes it a 10-point ball game. Washington with 9 points in this first half. Jacobs back in the Blue Dragon lineup.
Almost all the scoring has come from Washington and White.
Yeah, White was 17, Washington with 9. It's 26 of the 36 points. Free throws up missing. Rojas with the rebound. Hutchinson will bring it up with a 10-point lead. Long pass to Rojas. He'll go up and miss it. Rebound's going to be cleared out. A lot of contact. Didn't get the call. And go the other way. Cougars will shoot it from the outer perimeter. The three's good from outside by Hunt. And Hunt knocks it down. He's out of Milwaukee. And it's a 7-point lead, and a timeout's going to be taken. So Barton on a little run. They'll do it to you. 3:19 to go in the first half of play. A timeout's going to be taken by the Blue Dragons. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a half minute.
When you're looking for jewelry that's one of a kind, remember Amelia Bedelia's filled with thousands of beads and stones. And with my passion for design, I can create something that's perfect for you. Amelia Bedelia's, 115.5 South Main Street in downtown Hutchinson. Go Blue Dragons.
This is Kelly, owner of Brick House Boutique. Stay warm and look fabulous at the same time with comfy, trendy, and affordable clothing. You'll also appreciate the personal attention that you'll always get when you shop at Brick House Boutique. Big City Chic in a downtown boutique at 117 South Main in Hutchinson.
Well, the Blue Dragons moments ago ahead 46-32. All of a sudden, a couple of threes. And it's 46-39. Rojas hustling down the floor, handled the long pass, didn't get it high enough on the glass. And
cost the three the other way.
Yeah, Barton gets 3.
Feet inside, and a travel call works against Rojas. And he's getting a little frustrated now.
Yep.
Giving this Barton student section a reason to cheer. And that'll lead at 7, 46-39. Cougars basketball, but Hutchinson with the lead with 2:59 to go before intermission. Bounce pass, a little give and go underneath. Foul called on Malik Jacobs. 2 will be coming the way of White, who's had an outstanding game. Now, free throw-wise, he shoots 58.4%, so maybe not a bad foul on Malik Jacobs.
It is, however, his second, first being that technical foul that he gained early in the game. Looking for his 18th point.
Free throws away off. It's marked no good by White, way short. Far Rockaway, New York. You've traveled to New York. Where's Far Rockaway from? It's probably evidently as far from Rockaway, huh?
Yeah, that makes sense. I have never been to Far Rockaway.
Free throw toss, up and good. So White splits the pair. It's a 6-point ball game, 2 possessions with 2:54 to go. Hutchinson lead and basketball. Bubakar Kamisoko into the lineup now. Here's Malik Jacobs on the right side, Wilmington, North Carolina, his hometown. He'll hand the ball off to Mitchell. Boy, they're out on him now. Mitchell lobs it underneath. Rojas can't handle it. Out of bounds it goes.
It's actually Raekwon Taylor.
Yes, you're right. Taylor could not get to it. Rojas was over there on the left side. Raekwon mishandled.
10th turnover of Hutchinson's in the first half.
46-40. Blue Dragon lead is cut quite a bit. They had a big lead. Long three off the mark. No good. Rojas snags the rebound and gives it off to DJ Mitchell. Mitchell will bring it on the dribble. Mitchell on the outside. 2:22 to go in his first half of play. Down low to Rojas. Rojas with 8 points. Holds up, gets a seam, falls down. Loose basketball taken away by Taylor. He'll spin away. Travel call on Taylor. The foul's going to be called. No, there's not a foul. Going down hard was White. He might have caught an elbow, but Taylor got called for the travel. And barely moving is Akeem White on the floor down at the south end of the gymnasium floor here on LT and Sheila Flesky court.
Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. He's going to be all right. He's kind of holding his jaw. Maybe his nose.
It's a good reason to wear mouth guard, huh?
Yep.
Inbounding will be.
And he's got blood coming out of his nose, so he'll have to go to the sideline until they get that stopped.
He caught in the nose, and Doc Henderson will go take a look at him. Ken Henderson, a longtime trainer here for the Cougars. Barton will have the basketball after the turnover. 46-40. Hutchinson leads it by 4, but Barton's did a nice job to get back in this contest. 2:03 to go. Washington angles to the right side. Gives the ball away on the dribble. With the basketball's Hunt. He'll shoot it from the outside. Up and good. A three-pointer. Cuts that lead in half. 46-43. The Dragons lead it, but only by a possession with 1:43 to go.
11 straight points by the Cougars.
He's down on Rojas. He'll hold up, back outside, in and out of Jacob's hands. He turns the ball over. Hutchinson's a little rattled right now, Rusty, with 1:34 to go.
The Dragons have gone about 2.5 minutes without scoring a point. And you can't do that in this kind of a game without paying a consequence. Two teams both explosive scoring-wise.
1:32 to go in this first half of play. Washington angles on the outside to give it off to Hunt. He'll drive in, takes it inside, scores it. 1-point ball game. It's a big run right here by the Cougars. 46-45. Hutchinson. Contact made, foul call. They got it on Washington. He looks in amazement. There's bodies laying all over the court. It might have actually been on Hunt, but Washington's the one that got ticketed for the foul. And I could tell by his reaction, I'm not sure that was on him.
No, they called it on. They changed it to Hunt.
Did they? Okay. Hunt picks up the personal. Thank you. Figured that was going to happen there as Rojas will step to the line to shoot two-shot foul. Free throw toss is up and good. Gives the Dragons a 2-point lead at 47-45. Rojas with his 9th point. Averages 17 a game. Second shot rims around and comes out. Spun out on him. So his point total remains at 9, and the Blue Dragons with a 2-point lead with 1:07 to go. First half of play. Washington shifts gears, takes it down low, shoots it up, misses it. Battle for the board. Tyler Brown back in there, gets the rebound. Derby freshman will bring the basketball up. Dribble penetrates, pulls back away. Boubacar Kamasoko with the basketball. They'll kick it right. Brown from the corner right. Shot on its way. Nope, not there. Rebound's going to be cleared out. Here come the Cougars. The drive all the way down by Caldwell. Lays it up and misses it. Batted away. And a foul called. And let's see who they're going to whistle the foul to go against. Could be on the Blue Dragons. Brown. Let's check it. It will be. Tyler Brown gets called for the push, and he looks in amazement. That will be the 19th foul against the Blue Dragons. So a chance to tie with a couple free throws, well, at least a 1-1 coming here. At the line will be Enneking. As we get set to shoot the free throws. Free throw toss missing. Rebound cleared out there by Rojas, and Rojas will bring it up the court. Kicks it back. Raekwon Taylor, who's back in there. Kamisoko has it. Shot clock and game clock, about 4 seconds difference. Kamisoko shoots it on its way, rimming off, no good. Battle for the board. James Rojas battling inside. Out comes the Cougars with it. Quickly up to Hunt, all the way down. They'll lay it up and score it. Count the basket is fouled, and Brown will pick up his second. Big time basket by Tyrell Andrews. We're tied at 47, and the Cougars with an opportunity with 13.7 to go in the locker room, leading after trailing for most of the game.
Hutchinson led this 46-32. That was about 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Hutchinson just 1 point in that 3.5 minutes.
Andrews set to shoot the free throws. Now here's an interesting stat on him, Rusty. He is 8 for 12 for the year, 67%. Percentage isn't bad, but he hadn't been there often. Free throws up and good. They set a 48-47 lead for the Cougars.
It's a 16-1 run.
Here's Rojas on the outside. Dribbled rise. Kicks it outside. Ball hit the rim and knocked straight down. 4 seconds to go. Here we come down. They'll shoot the three, and rimming off no good. And halftime is here. And the Cougars take a 1-point lead in at halftime, 48-47. What a nice run by the Cougars to come back to lead at halftime. A lot to be decided in the second half. Don't go away. We'll be back to talk about it all in 2 minutes. Again, your halftime score, 48-27. Barton on top of the Blue Dragons of Hudson. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragons and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find us Blue Dragon Sports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Vehicles are getting pretty smart these days with semi-automatic control features that make driving easier. But riding an RCAT vehicle is easier yet. You don't have to do a thing. Just stand along the route, wave your hand at the driver, call 694-2913 for further.
662-100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B & Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Well, the Blue Dragons led for most of the first half of play, but let the Cougars back in it. Nice little run by the Cougars. 48-27 at intermission. Barton with the lead over the Blue Dragons of Hutchinson. So work to be done in the second half of play as we are at halftime. Hutchinson trailing 48-47. You just tuned in. The Lady Dragons, big-time winners tonight, 93-48. Hutchinson had 53 points at halftime in that one. Just dominate the Barton ladies. Right here, Hutchinson looked like they're going to run away, but all of a sudden, right back in it is the Barton Cougars. They lead at 48-47. Rusty, what's the numbers look like?
Well, the first half that should prove to the Blue Dragons that you can't let down your guard. The Dragons had that 14-point lead with not very long to go in the first half. Looked like the Dragons might put up 60 points. All of a sudden, Hutchinson went cold. The Cougars caught fire. The Blue Dragons had a batch of turnovers. In fact, that's the biggest problem for Hutchinson in the first half. 12 turnovers to 5 for Barton. And that little run at the end of the half, 16-1 for the Cougars, enables Barton to have the advantage at the halftime break. This is the first half Medicine Shop game capsule. The Medicine Shop, conveniently located in Midtown Hutchinson. We've talked about the Little White Castle on the northwest corner for a bundle of years with good reason. Terrific pharmacists inside, very, very friendly. All kinds of pluses that you don't normally find in a pharmacy, plus all the things that you expect to find, and just a terrific place. If you're looking for a pharmacy, look and look long at the medicine shop. Hutchinson in the first half shoots 62% and doesn't have the lead. Wow. Because the Blue Dragons were 18 of 29 in that first half. Meanwhile, Barton's Cougars were 18 of in that first half. Put up 11 more shots than the Blue Dragons. Hutchinson was at 3-point line by 9 as Barton won 6 of 12. Barton, 2 minutes.
Next for every lifestyle, including our new and improved Advanced Pay Plan. Get the nationwide coverage and data you want without a commitment. Plans start at $30 per month, and you can get unlimited everything for as low as $35 per month. Activate a new Advanced Pay Plan and receive a free Moto G4 Play. Or receive your first month free when you purchase a new phone or bring your own phone. 'Tis the season for savings. Visit Next Tech Wireless today. Certain restrictions apply.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Ford. And with the new year comes big savings on leftover models. How about a new 2018 Ford Edge for 25% off MSRP? That's $9,150 off. Or an all-new 2018 Expedition. That's new body style with a list of $57,488, sale price $46,980, and you get 0% for 60 months. Hurry out before they're gone at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
If your vacuum is on its last leg, Donna Pitzer, the bag lady, has more great news. Donna has bought out the inventory of another Panasonic dealer and is passing the incredible savings on to you. Panasonic vacuums are the standard for many, and right now, get a top-of-the-line Panasonic Performance vacuum for only $199.95. That's the lowest price on a new Panasonic vacuum Donna has ever offered. A new Panasonic vacuum delivered free for only $199.95. These prices won't last, and neither will these vacuums. Call the bag lady at 663-4322 or text vacuums to just text it.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, crazy first half of play as Hutchinson trails led by 14 points or better, and all of a sudden trails at halftime 48-47. Let the Cougars get right back in and made a nice run to close out the contest and take the lead 48-47 right before intermission. Second half just around the corner. Joining me now Ryan Chambers, who's a Hutchinson Community College graduate, a K-State graduate as well. Cut his teeth on Blue Dragon basketball back in the day. Of course, his grandparents, longtime statisticians, kind of in the blood, Ryan, although you don't use the notepad like Neil and your grandma used to use. You use a computer. Yep. You've done that for many years. You carried on after Hutchinson with helping Steve Carpenter out of K-State.
Yeah, once I graduated from Hutch, I went up to K-State, had a conversation with their sports information director, and coming from a junior college and going to a D1, they don't really expect that you know a lot of stats, but basically got put right into doing what I did here at Hutch.
A couple of different, you are one, and Blake Molina is another one. Blake from Garden Plain is now with the Memphis Grizzlies, working for them. So he went to Wichita State, got his master's from there, and you went a different route. You went to Kansas State. You're working down here in Great Bend. What did you end up graduating from K-State with?
Well, I decided to, going to Hutch, I was going into engineering, and just doing sports was kind of just a hobby. And so went up to K-State, graduated with electrical engineering with an emphasis in power. And so here in Great Bend, I am a planning and distribution engineer for the power utility company.
Okay, work for power and utility down here in Great Bend. So you've been here, about a year? A little over a year? 2.5 years?
Yeah.
Whew, where have I been? All right. Well, a great community to be in. Now, you're from Prairie originally.
Yep.
Correct? Now, what made you choose Hutch Community College to go to? Because if you're going to go into the engineering, you just could have went anywhere you wanted to go.
Yeah.
A lot of people go straight into four-year schools. You went a different route.
Yeah, well, granted, I was trying to go to Heston to start with because I was trying to get on the basketball team there, mainly because I was trying to get on to Hutch, but right when I graduated was also when Swanson got released. So that kind of changed what I wanted to do, but Hessen was a little expensive, and because of my scholarship, or my grandparents' scholarship doing stats, I figured it just made sense. I already knew Steve coming in here, so it just worked out.
Your mother helps out as well a whole bunch, and a situation where we see you come back. You came back a lot from K-State to help out with 3A basketball, 3A football. Anytime that you were back in the area, you kind of came back and helped out, including the national tournament.
Yeah, national tournament, this will be my 20th year helping.
Unbelievable.
I think it was like 15 doing stats, 5 as just a little kid running around running stats to people.
How hard is it to keep concentration because you're a basketball fan? At the same time, there's an unwritten rule. When you're doing stats, when you're at the table, you really can't be cheering. I kind of can up here to some extent, but at the same time, you really kind of keep it together. When you're keeping stats, you really do have to pay attention. You can't get excited about it, but you got to pay attention.
Well, it's one of those. I mean, growing up with my parents doing, or grandparents doing stats, my grandma was a tough person. If you were cheering around her, she would get upset with you. So I learned to, stay quiet even when something good was happening. Just coming in and doing here or doing stats for Hutch.
I was commenting, you always remember when they came here, they would get what was called quickie stats at halftime. They would do them by hand. You wouldn't get the full stats, but they would always set in front, turn around and hand them back to us. And of course, I was broadcasting for Barton at that time, but they give me copies as well, and I got to know your grandparents quite well. They did it all by hand back in those days.
Had that carbon paper underneath.
I didn't think we filmed too much then. We maybe did a little bit, but you couldn't go back and really watch the film.
Hey, if they did, they didn't look at any film.
No doubt about that. What has been one of the most exciting games that you've ever statted for? Even including at K-State as well?
Probably a couple years ago when we were at the Sprint Center for K-State and they played North Carolina. We played okay, but it's one of those, more of the nostalgia of watching North Carolina in front of you is I thought was really cool. I grew up as a North Carolina fan, and then as time went on, I became a K-State fan.
Bleed a little purple. So.
Yep.
Thanks for stopping by. You live in Great Bend. Good luck to you. I am 2.5 years you've been down here, huh?
Yep.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Appreciate it. We'll see you at the national tournament again.
Yeah, we will.
Sounds good. All right. Ryan Chambers, my guest at halftime. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. Dragons with some work to do in the second half. They trail by 148-47. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Your life is busy. Are you ready to open an account? Apply for a loan? Check your balances? Make a transfer? Deposit a check? Pay bills? With electronic banking from The First, you can now take care of all your many banking needs from the comfort of your home or office. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7. Visit fnbhutch.bank to get started. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition, or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Well, some work to be done, Rusty, in the second half. Trailing it by 1 at 48-47. They let it get away from them a little bit. It's got to regroup.
It's been a game of runs. Hutchinson had a 30-9 run to take complete control. then allowed the half to end with Barton on an 18-1 run. Dragons down 1 as we start the second half.
And the Cougars will have the basketball as we start the second half. They'll go left to right as you watch and listen. Be sure and join the Blue Dragon Sports Network on BlueDragonSports.com, and let's go right to the YouTube channel if you want to watch and listen as well. Ball on the outside, Washington. They had a heck of a game in the first half of play, 9 first half points. Goes left side with it now. Ford, Elijah Ford shoots and hits. And the Cougars now up by 3. 50-47, so they connect and start the second half of play. Glenn Grunwald, Rusty Hills, so glad to have you along on Hutchinson Country Station 102.9, as well as the talk of the town, KWBW in Hutchinson, 1450 AM and 98.5 FM. Here's Saquon Singleton on the outside. Follow-away jumper by Saquon won't go, and a rebound is going to be cleared out there by Votes of the Barton Cougars. And the Cougars will bring the basketball up. Washington with the basketball between the circles, goes right side. Tyler Brown getting the start in the second half again. Working left side over to Washington. 19:07 to go in his first half of play. Just underway, second half of play. A 3-point lead for the Cougars. Jumper not there. Loose basketball ran down by Votes, though, as the blockout was effective by the Cougars as they keep it alive. And they get a fresh 30 as well out of it. Washington on the right side. They'll settle down wide open underneath. Williams, basket good. Basket interference. Otiamo got up and touched it. It still went down. So 5-point lead now, 52-47. Hutchinson can ill afford to let him get a big run.
A big missed assignment there. He was as open as you can get in the game of basketball.
22-1 run now, carrying over from the first half of play for the Cougars. Here's Singleton. Back outside, Giles. Giles drives in, puts it up. Can't get it done. Rebounds cleared out. Long pass down court. Williams all alone. Takes it up. Puts it down and in. Steve Eck wants the timeout. Down 54-47, 18:24 to go. He will take a timeout as the timeout is taken on the floor. A full 1-minute break coming your way. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Tax reform impacts virtually every tax return this year. That means yours, too. If you're wondering what that means for you and your refund, but don't want to spend hours reading the tax code, head over to H&R Block. No one knows tax reform better than Block. Their tax pros will help you find every credit and deduction available, so you get every dollar you deserve. Because wouldn't you rather spend more time thinking about what to do with your maximum refund and less time figuring out what a TCJA qualifying eligible dependent is? Hint, it's your kid. In person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Blue Dragons with 3:45 to go in the first half, led 46-42. They have scored 1 point since then. And meanwhile, the Cougars, they have scored 22. A 22-1 run. And the Dragons with a real uphill battle now, down 7. Still plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time. Let them score 6 straight in this second half so far. Otiambo with the ball on the outside. Big Fred trying to get it inside, turns it over. Bad pass as he goes to Taylor to go down the other way. Layup not there, but a foul called. Basket interference. Yeah, basket interference is what they're going to call. And it's going to be number 13 scoring, Enneking, as he was able to lay it up and in. Enneking with his first basket makes it 56-47.
8-0 run to start the second half.
You tie that into the 18-1 run, and you got total dominance by the Cougars right now. Here's Saquon Singleton. Left side to Brown. There's Taylor on the outside. Right side to Singleton. Down low to Otiambo. Kicks it out. Ball knocked away. Ball in and out of the hands of Giles. Long pass down court. Brown dove for it. 3-pointer from the corner right. Off, no good. Tip up and good. Tipping it up and in was Enneking. 58-47. A big run by the Cougars to start this second half of play. 58-47. A 10-0 run to start the second half. Here's a drive by Singleton. Out of bounds it sails. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. Here comes DJ Mitchell, who had a great start in the contest. Knocked down a couple threes and a long three from the top of the key. See if he can get them quick started.
Well, something's got to happen pretty soon. 26-1.
And as long as you let this crowd be in it, you're in trouble. Ball on the outside. Saquon Singleton. DJ Mitchell, long three from the top. He hits it again. DJ Mitchell having a heck of a game. 17 points from Mitchell off the bench. Again, he averaged 18 and a half in the 2 games this last week. Right there, picking up right where he left off. 58-50. Cougars lead. Jumper, not there. Loose basketball pops away. Down low underneath. Shot up and missing by Ford. And a rebound's cleared out by the Blue Dragons. Hutch got lucky there. Saquon Singleton. The Mitchell, the three on its way. Off its mark, no good. And the rebound's going to be cleared out. Sure, Steve Eck wanted him to move it a little bit more, but when you have a hot hand like Mitchell, can't gripe about it too much. 16:28 to go.
But you can always get that shot. You don't have to take it early.
Ball on the outside. With the basketballs, Martin Votes out of St. George, Kansas. You and I both looked at that, thought it was meant to be Utah, but St. George, Kansas is where he's from. Long three, and good. Ball sails into the corner, saved, and into the hands of Mitchell. Hutchinson will have the basketball. Giles to Taylor, bounce pass to Brown, lays it up, scores it. Nice transition by Hutchinson. Cuts the lead down to 6 at 58-52. Cougars bring it out. They'll knife it inside, lay it up and in. They're going to wave off the basket. He threw it up kind of as a prayer, as an afterthought, as he was fouled before the shot. Washington. Foul's going to be called on Saquon Singleton, and that is 3 on Saquon Singleton. See what Steve Eck does. See if they
well, normally you'd go to the bench and you bring in Malik Jacobs, but Jacobs got that technical foul in the first half and hasn't played a whole bunch since then.
Here comes the inbound. Blocking foul. Count the basket as the Cougars were able to score. Knocking it down was Williams, and he has been a thorn in the side. 24 points for Williams, who came in, check that, White, who came into the ball game, Rusty, averaging 14 a game. And the end one coming his way. 60-52, the lead is 8. Saquon Singleton will check out of the contest. Rojas back in. Free throw toss is up and good. He finishes off the three-point play. He's having a game, 25 points, again from Far Rockaway, New York. 61-52, Barton. Here's Rojas. Takes him down, scores it in the end one, and count the foul. The foul goes against Williams. That'll be his second. So shooting one free throw will be Rojas. And Hutchinson needs Rojas to come in and be productive, which he did on that trip down.
You're not going to come back by trying to do it all individually, so everybody has to contribute. But a three-point basket and a three-point play certainly help.
Free throw was good. He cut the 6. 2-possession game right now. Plenty of time left. 15:37 to go, but you cannot let Barton get on another run like they did. Closed out the first half on an 18-1 run. Started on a 10-0 run in this half. Ball on the outside. Long three on its way. Good from outside. My goodness, Caldwell with the three.
And that was every bit as deep as any three made in this game.
64-55. Cougars with the lead. Here's DJ Mitchell. Drives in, low teardrop. Doesn't go. Rebound ripped away by the Cougars. Coming up with the loose basketball was Hunt. We'll go down the other way. A little drive to the basket. Basket good by Caldwell. So back-to-back baskets. 66-55. The lead is 11.
The Dragons' interior defense in this game has not been good at all.
And there's contact made. Giles throws it up and scores it. They're going to count it or not. They're going to give the ball on the right side before the shot.
I think
they did count it, I think. Foul's going to be called on Hunt. That'll be his second. Now, the referee's pointing to the baseline, so they did not put the points on the board. So they will not give it to Hutchinson.
And one of the Dragons being tended to in the corner.
Giles getting his hand looked at. Maybe a nail. Ball comes out high to Kamasoko. Bubakar goes left side. Taylor inside to Brown. Basket. Check that Rojas basket. Good. James Rojas scores his 13th and 14th point.
Nice assist from Raekwon.
It really was. Cut it to 9. 66-57. Barton with the lead. Ball on the outside. Dribble penetration. Little floater. Nope, no good. Tip try not there. Ran down in the corner by Malik Jacobs. They get it in. And ball taken away by Hunt. Loose basketball on the court. Picked up finally by the Blue Dragons. Malik Jacobs and a foul called. And it's going to go against the Cougars. Picking up the personal will be Iavante Caldwell. He'll pick up the personal. That'll be his second. Here's Malik Jacobs. Jacobs on our near side, right in front of the Blue Dragon bench. Crosses over into the lane, palmed the ball.
14 Dragon turnovers.
The one that's hurt the Dragons the most, the player for the Cougars, is most definitely Akeem White. 25 points.
He has been terrific.
14:02 to go. Lots of time. Hutchinson can certainly make a run together, but
you got to start with stops.
He gets exactly. Ball on the outside. Cougars work it. Wearing the blue uniforms. Field down low underneath. Basket good. Easy basket for Caldwell. And Caldwell with 7 points now.
Seemingly the Dragons have given up 1,000,000 points inside.
3-point doesn't go. Rebounds cleared out. Long pass down court to who? White. He'll score it. 27 points for White as they got the outlet pass. And the Cougars are red hot. They lead it by 13.
If there was ever an ill-advised three-point shot, that was it.
13:30 to go in the ball game. Hutchinson down by 13. We'll be back in a half minute.
The Rothi family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothi Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothi works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name brand flooring and trust your home to the best. Rothi Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
Over the last 10 minutes of this basketball game, which still has 13 and a half minutes to go, the Blue Dragons have been outscored 38-10. Hutchinson has been really not very good at all in defending the inside. The Cougars are getting a lot of second chances and hitting a terrific percentage here in the second half. Give credit to Barton. This game looked like it was going to be in the Hutchinson column rather easily in the first half, but the Dragons forgot to lock the door.
Yeah, Cougars really bounced back nicely because after the Mitchell long three that we talked about that was from at least 30 feet out, it looked like it was all Hutchinson. Not the case as they close the half on an 18-1 run and continue here in the second half. Feed down low, Rojas. He'll bounce inside. Goes up and can't get it done. Rebound, no. Good job by Taylor to get the offensive board. Hutch will reset it. Or did not hit iron, and a foul called out front. Hutch might have got a break right there. As Caldwell on a reach-in on Mitchell will shoot free throws. Caldwell will be his third. Mitchell to the line to shoot free throws. See if it's three or not.
Might be.
I think it was. It might be from outside the arc. That'd be great with time stopped. Free throw toss is up and good by Mitchell. DJ with 18, having a great game. He'll shoot another one. Takes his time. Free throw toss. This one's good. And he will get one more to shoot. 19 points for Mitchell. Good free throw shooter. Coming into the game, 81 out of 99, 82%. And free throw toss is good. 3 in a row right there.
And 4 of 4 in this game. Dragons still down 10.
Hutchinson needs to, like you said, get some stops. 13 minutes to go before the end of the game, and a 3 before the media stop. Feet inside. And again, scoring was White. Team White with 29 of the 72 points that the Cougars have.
Dragons have had no answer.
Ball on the outside. Camisoko goes down low to Rojas. Works inside. Soft hook. Up and good. Rojas with 16 points now. Check that. They gave it to Camisoko, but it was Rojas.
It was Rojas.
Yeah, it sure was. 72-62. Hutchinson trails it by 10. Washington on the outside. Ball knocked from behind and into the hands of the Cougar. To give it to White. It goes up, misses it. Over in the corner left. Vogt will shoot it on its way and hit the three. Vogt with the three from outside. Martin Vogt. Big time basket from the outer perimeter. 75-62 Cougars. 12:08 to go. Well, that's just the luck of the Cougars right there. Well, I mean, it took some to shoot the three. Don't get me wrong, but the ball looked like it was going to be definitely possible turnover. Here's Taylor outside of Rojas. Three balls good from the corner right. Answers the three back, so back to a 10-point margin, 75-65. Barton with the lead. Rojas off the bench with 19 points. Washington walk dribbles up, angles to the left side. Rojas comes out. A foul called on Rojas.
His second.
That will be third team foul, excuse me. So Votes on the far side will inbound. They'll lob it into the backcourt, and Washington run it down and bring it up. Well, your immediate timeout, it'll come in about a minute and a half or so, depending on stoppage of play. Votes out top now. Elijah Ford. Votes travels in, lays it up, doesn't get it. Battle for the board, offensive board picked up, shot up and good by Hunt. Hunt was able to score it, puts it up and in. He has 10. And the lead is 12 at 77-64. Rick Lonchall's record, his career record overall, 631 wins to 308 losses. And JUCO 485 on the win column, 209 on the loss column. Here at Barton, 317. He's the winningest coach they've ever had. Drive by Malik Jacobs, lays it up and in. Same way that Hutchinson's head coach Steve Eck is the winningest coach for Hutchinson. Jacobs with a nice basket. 6 points for him. 77-67 Cougars. Both have done it up short, no good. Ball bounces right out into the hands of White, and they'll reset it. Washington with the basketball. Camisoko tied on him. They'll drive inside, dish it away, turnover. Oh, they say last touched off of Jacobs. I thought it was off of a Cougar. Not the case. There's not a lot of dispute on the call.
No,
so
it must be right.
And Downing will be the Cougars. Washington lobs it into the hands to Williams, who's in the ball game. John Williams out of Augusta, Georgia. Of course, Craig Fletchall's team made a magic run in the national tournament last year. Jumper up and good by Votes. Votes with, check that, that's Terrell, was it Andrews that scored? Or?
I think it was number one.
Yeah, it was Votes. Thank you. Go down the other way, and a reach-in foul called. Basket went down, but I don't believe they're going to count it. Foul's going to be charged on John Williams. Williams came in a little while ago for White, so at least White, who has 29 plus or maybe more than that. There's a three from the corner by Mitchell's good. DJ's red hot. 23 points for him tonight. Timeout's going to be taken on the court. A full 1 minute break. We'll get a break in with 10:04 to go. Hutchinson trailing by 9, 79-70. We'll be back in 1 minute.
To anyone considering a change in family doctors or looking for an attentive primary care physician who's more concerned about you than your insurance, welcome to Prairie Star Health Center. We offer health care held to a higher standard with a choice of dedicated, compassionate physicians. Experience the difference you'll feel when you have a patient-centered medical home. Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
I do not have the stats in front of me, but I would say that when we do look at the stats, one of the big factors in this game, offensive rebounding. There seemingly has been
especially in the second half.
Bunch of them.
Yeah, especially in the second half. You are correct. 79-70. Hutchinson trailing. The Cougars Barton have the lead, and they'll just weave it out front. We're inside of 10 minutes now, so we'll have a media timeout. Next dead ball whistle. Ball on the outer perimeter. They flash it inside. The shot by Ford is good. 81-70. Now they're matching basket to basket. They got that 10-point lead, and now it's 11, 81-70. Matching the Blue Dragons basket for basket. Hutchinson needs to get a stop. Kamisoko shot up and good. A two-pointer from the top of the key by Boubacar Kamisoko. He has 6 points.
High bounce off the rim.
Yeah, sure was. 81-72. Hutchinson's cut the lead back down to 9 again. Here's Washington on the outside. Dribble penetration. They'll drive it inside. Blocking foul is going to be called on Rojas down low.
His third.
It'll be his third. Yep. And here's the media timeout coming your way. A full 1 minute break coming your way. Cougars will have the basketball. 81-72. Barton on top. We'll be back in 1 minute.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Portfolio Recovery Associates. Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic. Barkley Plumbing. Vernon Chiropractic Center. Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group. Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service. Wade Patton Insurance. A&A Builders. Bold Office Shares. Mega Manufacturing. MAYB. Mid-America Youth Basketball. Lowen Corporation. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. And by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Hutchinson has been a very good rebounding team all year long, but the Dragons have been out-rebounded in 3 of their last 4 games, and rebounding in this one right now, 27-22, the way of Barton. We talked about offensive rebounds in the game. Cougars with 13, Hutchinson with 4. That is a big factor. Offensive rebounds almost always turn into points.
Here comes the inbound. Ball comes out high. Cougars will set it up. And Votes had it for a second. Now back outside of Elijah Ford. And Washington has it now. Dragons staying in a man-to-man. Ball on the outer perimeter. Right side forward, he'll gun it on his way. Runs off no good. Rebound clear for the Blue Dragons. So they finally got to stop here. Malik Jacobs quickly to Kamisoko down low. Blocking foul called. And is the act of shooting? I believe he might be. So we'll see 2 coming the way of Boubacar Kamisoko.
It's the third on Elijah Ford.
Well, Hutchinson needs to make hay while the sun shines while Mr. White is on the bench right now. Keem White getting a break.
He's been getting quite a break.
Yes, he has.
He'll be rested when he returns.
Kamisoko at the line. Hutchinson trailing by 9, 81-72. 8:50 to go in the contest. If you just tuned in, Lady Dragons big winners 93-48 tonight. Free throw up and missing by Kamisoko. He struggles a little bit, Rusty. 21 out of 38 coming into the ball game, 55%.
The 2 Dragons from the Bronx both struggle with their free throwing. Singleton being the other one.
Free throw toss. This one is off, no good. Big rebound by Giles. Head fakes, goes up and scores it. There's an offensive board that we needed. And a 7-point difference now, 81-74. Let's see if Hutchinson can string something together here. 8:39 to go. Again, the Lady Dragons were explosive in that first half, led in a big way, and were outstanding from outside the arc and all over the place. Ball spin move. Cougars shoot it, miss it. Rebound cleared. Malik Jacobs runs down a loose basketball. Hutchinson will bring it up. A couple stops now Hutch has been able to garner. Drive by Malik Jacobs. Off no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there.
Trying to draw a foul.
Yeah, Akeem White's back in the ball game now, Rusty. He got the rebound right there. 81-74. Cougars with the lead by 7. Here's Washington. Pulls back away. Williams a gunning on its way. Rims off no good. Blocking out Taylor. Here comes Hutch. Kamisoko has Giles. Giles wraps it underneath. Misses it. Followed by Kamisoko's good. And timeout's going to be taken by the Cougars of Barton. A half-minute break coming your way. 8 points for Kamisoko. 81-76. Hutchinson battling back a little bit. Down 81-76. We'll be back in a half minute.
ARCAT is now part of a regional transportation partnership with Sedgwick County Transportation and Wichita Transit. We are working together to provide rides to Wichita and back on Tuesdays. Wichita Transit has fixed route and paratransit service available within the city. Round trip costs range between $19 and $27. Advanced registration with ARCAT is required. ARCAT is first come, first served general public transportation. Call 694-2913 for details.
Well, welcome back. 7:43 remaining to go in the contest. Second half of play. Cougars lead it 81-76, but a couple stops there, Rusty, like we talked about, and also the offensive board work.
Yeah, 2 offensive rebounds for the Dragons, each resulting in baskets. This is still anybody's basketball game. Obviously, you would rather be leading than trailing. But Hutchinson, down 13, has cut it to 5 with a long ways to go.
Cougars on average 89 points a game in overall in the season, 78.8 in conference play. They're sitting at 81 right now with 7:43 to go. Blue Dragons 89.4 with 81 in conference play. So both teams are going to surpass that tonight. 7:40 to go here. Barton basketball. They lead it by 5. They'll hand it off on the outside. Here's Caldwell. He'll drive in, lays it up, can't get it done, but a putback is there by Ford.
Offensive rebound.
Yeah, Elijah Ford. He's 6'5", 200. Able to put it up and down. 83-76 now. Barton with the lead. Feed down low to Taylor, corner left. Raekwon hurt an ankle in yesterday's practice. Here's Giles from outside. 3 does not go. Tip try by Taylor, not there. And a rebound cleared out by the Cougars as Ford got in and got the rebound. Barton now to the foul line. Nice pass inside to Ford. Basket good.
The Dragons are looking at each other like who's covering who.
Back up again, 85-76 now. The lead is 9. 4 unanswered points after the timeout by the Cougars. Mitchell, head fakes. Down low, Raekwon Taylor underneath. Get in there, basketball, and he does. And counts it. That foul's going to go against Ford, I believe, on the over to back. Saquon Singleton back into the lineup now for Hutchinson. Also checking in for Barton will be Atkinson Enneking. At the line will be Raekwon Taylor for Hutchinson. Taylor right at 10 points in the contest. Free throw toss is up and off its mark. Short shot. Lead remains at 7, 85-78 for the Cougars. Glenn Grunwald, Rusty Hills, so glad to have you along this evening on Hutchinson's Country Station. The drive inside, basket good, count it, and the foul. Too easy. Caldwell takes it inside way too easy. He has 9.
The Dragons tonight have done the poorest job of defending the inside that I've seen in any game that I've done this year.
Yeah.
They just can't keep the Cougars from getting to the hoop.
Singleton picks up the personal. That will be his 4th. DJ Mitchell comes over and checks out of the contest with 6:26 to go. Free throw toss is up and good. Scoring it was Caldwell. Makes it a 10-point lead again. He has 10 and 88-78. Cougars on top.
Do the Dragons have a run?
Well, you got to find it here pretty quickly. Feed underneath. Giles can't get it done. Loose basketball picked up by the Cougars. Outlet quickly comes to Williams, who's back in there. Here goes to Caldwell. Caldwell's been solid. He works on Giles. He'll pull it back a little bit and reset it.
They have no reason to hurry at this point.
Long three ball, rims out, no good. Saquon Singleton comes up with a rebound. Down the court, they'll bring it. They'll kick it on the outside and throw it away. Last loss was back in 2015 on this court, 105 to 93. Actually, Hutchinson lost 2 to Barton that year. They lost at home as well, 86-73 back in 2015. So 4 years ago. Ball on the outside. These guys were all in high school back at that time. 3 ball from outside, good. Scoring it is Caldwell. He's been the difference in the second half at 13 points for him. 91-78 with 5:23 to go. Cougars are blowing it open. A quick timeout's going to be taken, a 30-second break. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition, so is the Anchor Inn in downtown Hutchinson. Whether you plan lunch or dinner or even take out for home, the Anchor Inn is a great family restaurant that you are sure to enjoy. Order off their great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. The Anchor Inn is also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson. Proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon Athletics.
Well, since getting off to a very slow start, Barton has just been terrific.
Yeah, they really have. 91-78. Hutch pulled it within 5 or 6 a little while ago.
81-76.
Yeah. And wow, since then,
10-2.
It's a 10-2 run. 5:10 to go. Drive inside. Taylor can't finish. Then he does go up and shove it home, but that one won't count. We'll have to earn him at the foul stripe. A little aggravation by Raquan Taylor.
This will be frustrating if it continues this way because the Dragons had that big lead in the first half and just didn't finish the half. Gave all kinds of momentum to the Cougars, who at that point in time looked like they were dead in the water.
Yeah. Free throws up and good by Taylor. DJ Mitchell back in. Malik Jacobs takes the seat. It's going to be interesting to see. You got a lot of time left with 5:08 to go. If Hutchinson can get a run, but you got to find some defense inside someplace. And you got Seward coming in on Saturday night. Free throws good. Got them both. 91-80. The lead is 11 for the Cougars at 91-80 with 5:04 to go. Hutchinson defensively sets up. Here's Barton with the offense. Ball on the outside. They'll pull it back a little bit. It's Caldwell. Plenty of time. They're going to eat a little time here. Caldwell drives in, pulls back, shoots the 3, and hits the 3. Big jab stamp, and then pushes it back and knocks down a big-time 3. And it's 94-80, a 14-point Cougar lead with 4:33 to go. Hutchinson trying to get something happening here. Here's Taylor outside to Jacobs. He'll shoot and miss. Rebound, Saquon Singleton, offensive board. Here goes to Mitchell. He thinks about it, shoots a guarded 3, not there. Rebound cleared away underneath. Coming up with it will be Atkinson Enneking. And up come the Cougars. Frost underneath, lost the basketball. Here comes Saquon Singleton on the run. He'll be grabbed. Puts it off the top of the scoreboard.
Actually hit the shot clock.
It sure did.
I was looking at the 8 on the shot clock. It blinked because of the contact with the basketball.
Garden leading Colby by 4, 36-30. Started the second half of play. Foul's going to be charged against Washington. At the line, Saquon Singleton. Saquon gets set. Free throw toss is up and good by Saquon Singleton. 7 points for Saquon. Out of the Bronx, New York. Transferred to Hutchinson in January of 2018, a year ago. Free throw toss up and rims out, no good. 94-81 is your score. Barton with the lead. A layup good at the other end. It'll be Elijah Ford scoring it.
He has 10 in the second half.
96-81. The lead is 15. What a turnaround this has been from that 1 point in the first half of play. The drive by Singleton inside. He scores it. .330 to go. 96-83. Hutchinson trying to rally back, but you named it. You got to get some stops. Got to have some interior defense.
There's not been many.
3-point rattles out on the miss by the Cougars. Off the floor, loose basketball, bodies all over the place. And a foul's going to be called. They're going to whistle this one on Caldwell. We'll walk down and shoot free throws. Double bonus time for the Blue Dragons. That's the good thing. With 3:14 to go, Hutchinson's in the two-shot foul territory with a double bonus.
Chris Giles had a very quiet game for Hutchinson, just 2 points. 2 free throws here, though.
At the stripe will be Chris Giles. Free throw toss off, no good. We'll shoot a second one. Tosses up, and this one rattles out too. That's kind of been the way the game has gone for Hutchinson. Just not able to get it done. Here's Washington on the outside. 3:04 to go. Kind of shell-shocked, Rusty. And a kick in the ball is going to be called. Again, with 3-something to go in that first half of play, Hutch had it working their way, and all of a sudden, boom.
And the Cougars, if Hutchinson had finished the first half strong, I don't think Barton would have played with the level of enthusiasm. They had the momentum going into halftime, and it has carried over here in the second half.
All on the outside, Washington drives right to the lane, blocked. Out of bounds is Sales. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. Good job by Raekwon Taylor. Fletchall wanting to know. He's trying to get a timeout taken, or he's trying to get a block foul.
I think he thinks it's off a Hutch.
I think so too, and they reverse it. They do reverse it. They give it over to the Cougars. And Raekwon Taylor is pleading his case. Steve Eck comes out close to the table, points with the right hand. So the Cougars will inbound. Washington will trigger the inbounds pass at 2:42 to go. There's a foul called.
That's going to be offensive.
Yep, sure enough. And pushing off will be, it'll be on Ford for the Cougars. That'll be his fifth. So Elijah Ford fouls out. He finishes the night with a nice night of 14 points. Ford fouls out at the 2:41 mark in the contest. Ford averaged on the game 14.8, and that's right what he had. So Hutchinson basketball, and they're going to need to have a miraculous run right now with 2:41 to go. Yeah, Hutch will bring it up. Well, they're going to fall to 18-4 in the season. Basket up and good. They're going to call an offensive foul. They'll wave it off.
And that will be 5 on Saquon.
Singleton fouls out. Fouls out the 2:37 mark.
9 points.
Saquon and Singleton fouled out. You said with 9 points at the line. Well, they would not be at the line. He's going to remain in, and now they'll substitute. Brown will come in. Now Singleton comes down, and the referee is waving him away.
He doesn't want to talk to him.
And a technical foul on Singleton.
Well, he got 6 fouls in this game. Fouled out and then got a technical.
With 2:37 to go, Singleton walked all the way down to the end. I'm not sure. They had Brown up at the table, but I guess she couldn't come in at that time. And Singleton let the crowd get to him, and he's animated now as he talked with Steve Eck. So you're right.
I'm not sure I've seen
I don't think I've ever seen it either.
Maybe once or twice, but not many.
2:37 to go.
Well,
it'll be the double bonus now. It'll be the 10th team foul against the Blue Dragons, but they don't have that up on the board yet.
Oates will shoot 2.
Free throws up and good. 97-83. 14-point lead for the Cougars. With 2:37 to go. Got to both of them. Both knocked them both down. He's a good free throw shooter. He's 81%, but he hasn't shot a whole lot coming into this game. 16 coming in. And now the Cougars will also have the basketball, leading at 98-83. Wow. Off the court comes Barton. Go left side with the basketball. Outside Washington. Here's Washington. He'll alley-oop it underneath. Shot not there. Kamisoko comes out with the loose basketball. Ball on the outer perimeter. Long three by Mitchell. Way off its mark. No good. Rebound cleared away again by Washington. And we're inside of 2 minutes now. With the basketball will be Washington. Walk dribbles it across. Angles to the right side. Kamisoko comes out on him. Well, that's just going to have to regroup coming off what I thought was one of their best games against Colby of the year. Now they have to regroup as Seward comes to town this coming Saturday night. Right side drive, all the way down. They'll dish inside to Williams. Basket good. 31 points for Williams, and he's been quiet. I checked that White, and he's been quiet this second half. Akeem White. Here's Raekwon. He'll wrap it around and put it up and in. 100-85 is your score. Cougars lead is cut a little bit, but it's still a 15-point margin, Rusty, with 1:17.
Yeah, it's not going to happen tonight.
Nope. 18-4. Hutch will fall to the feet. The layup up and good at the other end by Washington. Cougars will go to 17-4 and 8-4 in the conference play. White turns the ball over. Check that. Brown turns the ball over. 102-85. And a timeout's going to be taken by Hutchinson. They will lose their last timeout. Let's keep it here. 102-85.
Well, we're going to find out what the Blue Dragons are made of.
Yep, certainly are.
Because they were dominated inside in this basketball game, both in terms of follow shots, in terms of drives to the basket. Nobody could defend the inside. But I still say, go back to the point with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half, up 46-32. If the Dragons could have finished the first half strong, this might not have happened. But they allowed the Cougars to finish the first half on an 18-1 run, and Barton just dominated the second half.
At halftime, it's the Northwest Kansas Mavericks leading Seward 43-42. So this is a crazy league.
Yep,
at halftime, Northwest Kansas Tech is on top of the Saints at intermission. But let's see if that holds. But then this is going to be a devastating loss, but it might not hurt as much.
Well, a lot of people are going to lose on this floor. This is a hard place to play because the student section here is the best in the league in terms of participation.
It really is. 102-85. Cougars with the lead. They're just running time off. We're inside of a minute now. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Now Caldwell will get set. He'll roll to the right. Three-pointer up and on its way by White. Off, it's no good. Kamisoko with the rebound. Outlet comes quickly to Jacobs. Here's Taylor. He'll knife it inside. Goes up and slams it home. Big-time jam by Raekwon Taylor.
A lot of frustration in that
102-87. You betcha. He has 16 points. Great night for Raekwon. Averages 11.2 a game.
I think this is the way it's going to end.
Yeah, that's it. Your final score. The Cougars of Barton, 102. The Blue Dragons of Hutchinson, 87. And the Barton Cougars losing 2 out of their last 3 and came back and knocked off the Blue Dragons on Barton's home court. 102-87 your final. We'll add up all the numbers. I imagine Steve Eck will be up there pretty quickly. 102-87 your final. Cougars win it. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
If getting a new iPhone is on